One Night in Miami is based off of the stage play. It's the brand new Prime film. Stars the likes of Kingsley Ben-Adir, Eli Gorey, Aldous Hodge, and Leslie Odom Jr. and is directed by Regina King. And it's about a fictional account of one incredible night where icons Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown gather discussing their roles in the civil rights movement and cultural upheaval of the 60s. This movie is rated R and is 1 hour and 54 minutes. Welcome back to a brand new movie review, Prime Video review here on Max Talk Movies. I'm talking the very widely acclaimed Oscar buzz film One Night in Miami. Before I get into this review, the best way to support this channel is to hit the like button. If you're already joining this review, please hit that like button. That is the best way algorithm wise so more people can check out this review. Also, please comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. I get to check out One Night in Miami this weekend on Prime. If you've already seen it, let me know your non-spoiler thoughts of this film in the comment section down below. Also, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications and share this video if you like movie reviews, TV show reviews, streaming platform reviews, and movie rankings. Now let's get into this review. So heading in, obviously very high expectations. This film was shown a lot in 2020 at certain film festivals, but for me, it will count as a 2021 release because that's when I saw the film on Amazon Prime. Regina King in her directorial debut, she is red hot at the moment, and you have a cast and a story that is very fascinating based off of a staged play. Now, I will say heading in that I did not know this was based off of a play heading into this film. So I'll tell you about that in my critiques later on. But let's get into my positives with the film. And the acting, the script, the dialogue, and the direction are top notch here, guys. As we get into this film, it's a very unique story about what if these four African American icons got to sit together and talk about the 60s, talk about the civil rights movement, and what they mean for society. I thought it was a very fascinating story that I didn't even think about having before. And we get into these actors, and my favorite performance of the entire film is Kingsley Ben-Adir, who plays Malcolm X. So Eli Gorey plays Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay, Aldous Hodge plays Jim Brown, and Leslie Odom Jr. plays Sam Cooke. Kingsley Ben-Adir is fantastic as Malcolm X. For me, that is the strongest performance in the film. We'll talk about Leslie Odom Jr. in just a little bit, but the four of these guys, okay, Hodge, Odom Jr., Gorey, Ben-Adir, all have tremendous, tremendous chemistry with each other. And that's what makes the film work, is that each of them, they may have their own monologue, they may have their own scene, but they each have their own scene together. One time will be Sam Cooke talking to Malcolm X, then you'll see Cassius Clay talk to Malcolm X, and there's so many different one-on-one conversations that each of these actors get to really dive into and show how great these actors really are. But Kingsley Ben-Adir first, really great as Malcolm X, really portrays Malcolm X very respectfully and in a very authentic way, in my opinion. And we have Leslie Odom Jr., also Sam Cooke, who is really great. Obviously, Leslie Odom can sing from his Hamilton days, but he brings a different element. Obviously this is we're just having basically conversations throughout the film. And when Malcolm X is having a confrontation or just a conversation with Sam Cooke, there's one or two of them that really stand out. It's easily the best acting, the best scenes of the entire film, and really show you what these guys have as the responsibility of their race, of their culture, what responsibilities they have as singers, as athletes, as spokesperson or inspirers. It's a really crazy story, and the conversations are very, very deep. Cassius Clay, played by Eli Gorey, is also very good. He really embodies Muhammad Ali very, very well, especially in those boxing scenes. And Aldous Hodge plays Jim Brown, the all-time NFL running back, very solid as well. The cast is certainly the main focus of the film because they all deliver great performances. The film is written by Kemp Powers. Kemp Powers also wrote the play for this and the movie script for this, and he just came off of writing Soul. So he wrote One Night in Miami and he wrote Soul. So this guy's on fire because this script is insane. I really love the script, and the dialogue that's being delivered by these great actors are absolutely fantastic, and you can feel how great the dialogue is. You can feel how authentic Malcolm X saying something and Sam Cooke saying something, Jim Brown and Muhammad Ali. They all feel authentic to themselves and authentic to the times, but also being very timely dialogue. Now, yes, the dialogue feels 1960s and the direction it was well from Regina King, which we'll get to in a bit. But the dialogue really makes it very timely, even though it takes place in the 1960s. And that's very hard to do. Ken Powers could be getting nominated for 2 different screenplays, and I'm all for that. Both his screenplays for Soul and this film are really tremendous. This might be even a better screenplay than Soul. It's a really well written film with great actors, and let's get into that direction. Regina King, who I've seen direct, she directed 1 episode of Insecure. She's been sticking her feet in the puddle, as you would say, doing directing. 1 episodes of some TV shows like the Good Doctor, Insecure, Shameless, This Is Us. She's directed 1 episode of those, but this is her directorial debut, a full-on feature film. Obviously coming off of those big award season last year when she acted in Watchmen, and she's been on fire. If Beale Street Could Talk, she won an Oscar for that a couple of years ago. She basically gets nominated for everything now because she's so great in stuff. But this is a really well-directed film, especially the boxing sequence. There are 2 boxing sequences in the film. And honestly, as a big from Philadelphia, as a Rocky fan, I really look into those boxing scenes when I watch those type of things. And it's very well helmed by Regina King. She really makes it feel like a 1960s boxing match. And I really, really loved that as well. And the way she moves the camera around during different confrontations or discussions is also very well done. But the film for sure is carried by amazing direction, amazing acting, and a great musical score from Terrence Blanchard, and a really great acting score, screenplay, and directing. Now let's get into my main critique for me. This film easily could have been one of the best films I've seen in a couple of years here. What holds this film back for me is that it felt like a play. I feel that this film very similarly to Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and I'll get to that in just a sec. So as I said in my intro, I did not know that this was a play coming in, and I was watching the movie. I kept thinking to myself, this really does feel like a play. And then when I researched it, I found out it was based off a play, and it makes perfect sense. Now, yes, some of that fault has to go to the screenplay as well and the direction, but the movie doesn't feel as cinematic as it needs to be. It could have been taken to a whole other level, because the performances are really powerful. The dialogue is really powerful. It looks great with great direction, but it was missing that one major thing that needs to be a little bit more cinematic. We've seen a lot of plays over the past couple years transferred over to film, and a lot of them struggle with turning a play into a cinematic film completely. And this film does struggle with that a lot because we're just in a room talking, then we leave the room, we're still talking, we're back in the room talking, for a good chunk of the film. And while the conversations and the performances are really there and really powerful, it could have been a lot more emotional towards the 3rd act if it felt more cinematic. And that really is my only and my main critique of the movie, which really docks this film, because again, it's a movie. I'm not judging off its play, off its, it has to feel like a movie because it is a movie. But a lot of time I kept thinking to myself, this really does feel like a play, even though I didn't know coming in. So if you have seen the play, you gotta also let me know. But again, guys, this cast is really great. Don't wait, because Leslie Odom Jr. and probably Kingsley Ben-Adir will be a part of Oscar talks. Regina King is highly touted now as one of the best directions of the year. She'll be nominated for sure. The screenplay, I'm begging to be nominated. It's a really great screenplay from Ken Powers. 2 outstanding performances, but really 4 great performances as a whole. So I'm going to give One Night in Miami a 4 out of 5 stars, guys, an 82%. It's a really good film. It could have been amazing, and it was still good. I'm always rooting for this film, but it didn't take its extra step of taking its material and making it a full-on film, not feeling like a play. So that's my criticism of Amazon original film, One Night in Miami. Before I leave, guys, please hit that like button. That's the best way to support the channel. If you are enjoying this review, please comment your thoughts. Do you disagree with me, agree with me in the comment section down below. Please share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be busy the next couple of days with some videos. Today, right after I finish filming this, I'll be filming my spoiler review of episodes 1 and 2 of WandaVision. The new Netflix movie did drop today, and then I'm going to do my spoiler review of part 1 and 2 of the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO on Monday. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this review of One Night in Miami. I'll see you guys in the next one.